I've been on the hunt for a new favorite travel makeup bag, so today I thought I would test out the Etoile Mini Vanity Case and see how well it packs. This is their mini size vanity case, which makes it perfect for throwing in your carry-on bag, and I got the color beige. This bag is on the pricier side when it comes to a makeup bag. It was $80 when it wasn't on sale, but I do have to say that the quality reflects that price. The hardware and the structure of the bag feel really durable. It has these 4 mini elastic straps at the top of the bag to hold your makeup brushes, and it has this really nice vegan leather removable insert that has built-in organization to keep your items separate from one another inside your bag, and it makes it really easy to pack. So with that being said, let's pack it and see what it can do. I'm starting with my tube-shaped items like my foundation and my mascara, and I'm putting those in the pocket organizers around the edge of the bag. That way they don't roll around loose at the bottom. Then I'm grabbing all of my flat compact items and I'm stacking those horizontally next to each other. That way I can see everything at a glance and easily grab what I need to. Next, I fill in the empty space with any awkward shaped items, and then I clip my hair clips onto the liner of the bag so they're easy to grab. And last up, I'm throwing in my beauty blender in its case, and then I am putting my makeup brushes up at the top of the bag. I do have to say that I really like this feature. I normally keep my makeup brushes separate in their own little pouch, and it's really nice having all of the items together. And that is everything that I fit in this Etoile Mini Vanity Case. For me, this is a lot more makeup than I would typically bring on a trip, but if you tend to overpack when it comes to makeup, this is a great small solution that still carries a ton of stuff. Here's how much room it takes up inside a standard carry-on suitcase, and this is what it looks like in my Luca Duffel personal item bag. I also decided to test out the cleanability of this makeup bag since I did go with a lighter color, so I wiped my dirty makeup brushes on the top and one of my Kohl eyeliners, and I was really impressed with how easy it was to wipe everything down. Overall, I think this is a really great makeup bag option, especially if you like to bring a lot of makeup with you but still want to pack small in a carry-on bag. I personally will probably opt for a smaller bag just because I know I'm not going to fill this every time and I don't want to waste any space in my bag, but let me know what you think of this bag.
Do this to food.
I don't know if I've ever wanted to de-influence you guys from buying a product so much as I do these $130 toiletry bottles. These are the Cadence capsules. They're one of the most popular travel products out there right now, but can any toiletry bottle actually be worth $130? Today I finally made the splurge and I'm going to test them out for you guys so we know once and for all. I purchased the Daily Routine capsule set, which came with 3 of the smaller size jars, 4 of the larger size jars, which you would use for things like shampoo, body lotion, conditioner, body wash. The bottles themselves are very durable and high quality. And Cadence is known for their magnetic label lids that you can switch out to different bottles, so you always know what's in every jar. So now let's start with the pros. These bottles are absolutely beautiful. I get why people are enticed to buy them. I like that you can adjust the configurations in the way that they're stacked to fit best inside your toiletry bag. They also claim to be leak proof, so I put it to the test with micellar water, body oil, serum, face wash, and body lotion. How I tested them is I put each of the different kinds of liquid in a jar, and then I spent 2 minutes straight just shaking the crap out of them to see if any liquids would spill out the side. It was very official and scientific. The face serum was up first, and there were 0 leaks here. There were also 0 leaks when filling up the jar with my face wash. The same went for my body oil, which had absolutely no spillage. And finally, I tested out my cellar water, which I did spill a little bit just trying to get it into the jar, but that was user error. But once the jar was shut and I was shaking it, there were absolutely 0 drops coming out. It was completely leak proof. And normally if a jar can keep my cellar water inside, it can pretty much keep anything inside. So it's safe to say that it held my lotion just fine. Now, while these jars being leak proof is a giant pro, I do think it's worth noting that some of my very cheap Amazon bottles are also leak proof when it comes to testing my cellar water inside. So while it's definitely a good thing for the Cadence capsules, I don't think it's a unique selling point. So now let's talk about the cons of the Cadence capsules. First, I found that the jars really didn't hold that much inside. The small jars are 0.56 ounces, and I was able to fit in about 9 of my multivitamins, and the medium jars fit 1.32 ounces, which is less than half of the allowed 3.4 ounces that each toiletry is allowed to be in your carry-on bag. For reference, here's a look at what 3 ounces looks like in different toiletry bottles. You can see that you would need 4 of the Cadence capsules in order to equal 3 ounces, which is pretty on par with the other jars, but when you take a look at the price point, you can see just how much you would have to spend in order to hold 3 ounces in your carry-on bag. Another con was that I didn't find the magnetic functionality to be very impressive, especially with the heavier big bottles. They didn't hold on to each other very well. And finally, I just found the bottles to be really heavy and bulky. Again, I'm using 3 ounces worth of jars for each product. The Cadence capsules weighed 6.7 ounces compared to these Amazon jars, which held the exact same amount but only weighed 4.4 ounces. This silicone bottle from Amazon weighed only 1.4 ounces, and this toiletry pouch from Kitsch only weighed 0.3 ounces. To give you another perspective, here's what 3 ounces of product would look like in each of these different style of toiletry jars. You can see the Cadence stacks here all nice in one row, but one other downside of jars is that when they're empty, they take up just as much room as they do when they're full. This is why I personally prefer pouches like these, because when your trip is over and you've used all the product inside, they don't take up as much room in your bag anymore. It's helpful if you're an overpacker or bringing back home extra products. So for all those reasons and more, I am not a huge fan of the Cadence capsules. I think you can get a lot more bang for your buck with other products. And sure, the magnetic label lids are cute, but for that price, I will just use a sticker. I like to use an acrylic paint pen to write exactly what's on my product inside, and then you can just wipe it clean with a Clorox wipe. If you've tried out the Cadence capsules, let me know what you think in the comments, and stay tuned because I have more toiletry bottle tests coming soon.
Wes, saya bos. Aku tak macak dulu teh. Oh ya wes. Ada nih, sini ya.
A few moments later.
Suwing bener mau. Rom, situ bos dilut. Suwing mentah. Hah, nggak podo-podo tapi. Ya Allah, suwene. Rom, wes mari ora. Sik to bos dilut ae. Nggak podo-podo toh. Rom, wes mari porong. Wes mari porong cacah ki mau. Rom. Bos apa orang? Seto bos tilut. Mas, ditinggal ya?
Ya. Semuanya lagi kok.
Foto-foto bini wes. Bos, I'm coming. Akhirnya. Ayo bos, aku siap. Aku harus mari perform.